welcome. I wanted to talk to you guys today about, oh no, my book is not selling in the millions and making me able to retire. Who would have guessed? So it's been about a week, 2 weeks maybe. The book released originally on the 15th of August. It's now the 28th of August, so it's been almost 15 days. Really though, it's exactly what I expected. Realistically, this first book for me really was just a way to show people who I am and offer a very cheap intro to my series so that you have a reason to try the next books. I think that for me it was very important to set realistic goals and realistic mindsets. I'm not looking at this as a 1 month, 1 week, 1 year, 5-year thing to do here. I'm looking at long-term longevity. Creating a community is going to take a long time, especially in such a saturated market. But as I complete these books and get them out and the series grows, it's going to be harder and harder to ignore. So my thought is, if you are viewing this today because of the title, which I will probably call, "Oh no, my book didn't sell, what do I do now?" Relax. Your first book probably isn't gonna sell. It's probably gonna be one of those things that somebody notices it when I get to book 2 or 3, maybe 4, and I put a little bit of money into some marketing, and then suddenly people notice it and they're like, "Oh, wow, well, this guy's been doing books for 4 years now," and that's okay. It's okay for it not to be instant success and instant wealth, and it's okay to put the work in. It's okay, because when I decided to do this, it wasn't a decision that I made because I thought, hey, like every other pyramid scheme there's ever been, I'll do this and it'll be great. Like, no, realistically, this is a lifetime's work. This is something I'll do probably into my retirement. This is probably something I'll do for the rest of my life. And that's okay. And I know it will succeed. And I know these books will sell. And I know that as we move forward, the time will come for them to become important, because I know this idea is worth sharing. I know this story is worth telling you. You guys just haven't found it yet, and that's okay. So don't give up and don't lose hope, and don't think that just because the amount of royalty you made on your first book is not enough to tip a pizza delivery guy, that means that you should stop, or that you have less worth, or that your vision isn't worthy of work. Just remember, it's not magic. And anyone who's been successful, I'm sure, will tell you that there is no substitution for hard-ass work. Chasing your dream is hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. People who are much smarter than I, who have done much more than I, will tell you the same. So there's got to be a ribbon of truth amongst that sheet, if it is that everyone seems to agree. But I can tell you that chasing your dream and having it take time is infinitely more satisfying than not chasing your dream and experiencing moderate success. I mean, I'm sure if I were doing a job that made me rich and I were doing this as a passion side project, I'd be a little more like, oh, well, this is nothing compared to my actual job. But, it's more for me like, this is a future. And because it's a future, I have to look at it in the long term, not the short term. So if you're out there today and you're viewing this because your book isn't selling well, relax. It's okay. As it does start to catch some attention, if you get some criticisms, take a deep breath, swallow that painful pill of criticism, and then see what you can do. Make sure that you're doing it technically correct. Make sure your audience is the focal point and that you're telling the story that you want to tell for them. And I'm confident that you'll be successful. Just remember that successful doesn't necessarily mean that you are the next Monopoly game. Successful just means that you were able to do it and other people enjoyed it. And that's really all that matters. Thank you. I love you, and have a good day.